Welcome to Indianapolis Raceway Park as we get ready for one of the final races of this Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series race. And still, we're so many races into the season, and my tongue still gets into a twist. Well, obviously, when I have to say the name of this series, but, well, we get ready at IRP. It's April 10th, 2026. And we are at IRP. And after this race, only 3 races remain. That's Hickory, Bristol, and Five Flags, which is the finale. And has it been a season that we've gone through so far this year? As right now, we go back and look at the points. So after South Boston, Elliot Condra is your points leader with 237 points. Nolan Crane in second with 209. Aaron May in third with 202. Derek Liddell in fourth with 196. Chase Montelewski in fifth with 195. And that's your top 5 as we get ready to head into this race, which is going to be a really good one. So we get started on probably one of the biggest end of season situations that we've gotten, and it's going to be definitely a fight for the championship. Nolan Crane threatening Elliot Condra to try to take that position. Aaron May also there, and I mean Chase Montelewski and Derek Liddell also have a chance at taking, this championship, and it's going to be a good one. We got a couple weeks left. We have Hickory next week, April 17th. April 24th is going to be Bristol. And May 1st, finally, Five Flags. So that's going to be a very interesting start. I guess end of the season, not really a start, but a start to the championship battle as we get closer and closer and closer to that finale at Five Flags Speedway. But right now, we look in on race number. I didn't put the number, I apologize. Race number 7 of 10. So race number 7, we head to IRP. And, now we head to our starting grid. So we get ready to go green this time. And it looks like Nolan's got it done. And Grant Thormeyer on the pole once again tonight. So we go over the grid. Nolan Crane on your pole with Elliot Condra in second. Axel Benoit third. Chase Montelewski fourth. Jake Clarino 5th, Wyatt Blair 6th, Sebastian Perez 7th, Ryan Wayne 8th, 9th Gabriel Goli, 10th Derek Liddell, 11th Aaron May, 12th is going to be Wyatt Youngblood, and that's it for this one. We don't even have to put it, but if we go over, I qualified in 13th, but, we're not racing, so that's your starting lineup. We're going to pull in our pole sitter, Nolan Crane, into the booth. Hey, Nolan, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're on pole for this race, and obviously you were the fastest car in practice, so what's important to you now trying to, I guess, get closer to Condra in the points and try to take this one home?
Yeah, I mean, the key to this is just going to be to hopefully not DNF again. I had a strong run going last week and then had that little mishap with Chase and then got ran over by Axel, which destroyed my car. But, yeah, I mean, if I can just kind of control this race, get out in front here, clear Elliott, I think I can keep him behind me. My main concern this race, and really my only concern, because I know he's probably going to be the only one equal with me on speed because we were very consistent with each other in practice, is Chase. I feel like it's kind of going to be just like last week, maybe, where it's just us two kind of running away with it. But obviously, I want to kind of swap the results, me win it. But if I can't win it, I'd be more than happy having another GTR car win it. We got 3 cars in the field tonight. I think 1st, 4th, and 5th qualifying. So me, Chase, and Jacob. But a win here would be really key. It'd help me definitely close up the gap on Elliott a lot. Well, not a lot if he finishes second, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and Axel's starting behind you, so that's not, I don't know what's going to happen here, but I know you guys are not really happy with each other. Well, you're not happy with him after last week. That was
2 weeks.
very true, yeah, 2 weeks, yeah, just a kind of interesting situation after the departure of Wyatt Miller for the season, who has been barred from racing and suspended for the rest of the season, so it's going to get really interesting now coming down as one of the guys who was not really the cleanest of drivers now leaves 2 teammates in the field. But, yeah, well, GTR have been on a great run so far. 3 straight wins by 3 different drivers, by the way. That's always an interesting thing. So we're gonna let you go. Good luck, and we hope to see you in victory lane.
Thank you.
All right, so there's Nolan Crane. He's qualified first, and obviously as we get ready to go green this time, it's going to get interesting as we go through. The Sunoco 125 is presented on the GKR Broadcast Network, GTV Sports. And as we go through to get to the restart zone, the green flag is in the air. Nolan Crane off really well, both of them side by side, but Nolan's going to get to the bottom really quick. And this is a high-line dominated track. Once again, we're talking to Chase Mazalewski actually in the car. We were in the car, our number 8 GKR Bojangles machine in the car. Obviously, you can see now for second place. Condra kind of trying to push it. Nolan got loose off the corner. Now Chase is going to try to clear himself on the high side. In the back, we had 2 cars getting into each other. That was me. Okay, where am I? All right, yeah, there we go. Sebastian Perez kind of got loose off the corner, but you can look up front right here. Side by side for second place is Chase Mazalewski and Elliot Condra. And now the real question is whoever gets the better run off the corner is going to have a chance. And whoa, he got really loose. Condra really loose, and he's going to lose that spot to Chase Mazalewski. Well, coming soon on GKR, the GKR Broadcast Network, we're going to get some more of the AI series done as Condra flies up the racetrack. Wyatt Blair is going to try to take advantage of the inside, and that really didn't work. But we're going to try to get the Cup race done. I mean, it's been difficult. It's, balancing school and the AI series. It's been getting really interesting. But right now, we're gonna focus on getting this season done, and then the AI series definitely going to be up and running in the next couple of days, and that is going to be important as we get towards the playoffs in that series. But right now, as we look towards the future, we have this series next week, next Friday. And as the season winds down, the points are going to get closer and closer as Elliot Condra, who is the points leader right now, continues to struggle a little bit trying to get up to the front. But as well as the AI series for the Custom League in MLB The Show, we will get some more Tampa Bay Rays action coming to you live very soon as we get everything ready up. And, GTV Sports will continue working on SimStock as well every Tuesday as we see fit. But as we continue through, very exciting stuff for GTV Sports and GKR Broadcast Network coming up very soon. And, everybody should be watching the AI series as we start to wind down, because now once we get into the playoffs, this is the final year of the playoffs, and then we start to get into the chase format, and that's going to be very interesting. But right now, Elliot Condra trying to get back up to the 17 of Mazalewski as Nolan Crane leads it in the back. 2 cars side by side. That's Gabriel and Goalie. And, they're going to get into each other. That's Sebastian Perez. They got into each other right there. Really not letting off the doors. Wow, they are all over each other. Goalie just trying to get past them, and it looks like Sebastian's just sending it up the racetrack. He kind of got loose off the corner. Right now, let's back up the racetrack again. Wow. Goalie, and then that's going to put Aaron May with a chance to try to take it. And he's in a interesting spot. He's 3rd right now in points, but unfortunately running in the back. And we're going to check our fast lap time right now. Yeah, so necessarily not running the slowest laps, but still just stuck in the back. behind as everybody else continues forward. And Nolan Crane leading on lap 11 of 125 as we get ready to kick the tires a little bit and continue on. So realistically, through this course, it seems like through the course of it, it looks like Chase is going to start to gain a little bit. But it looks like these three guys are going to be the ones who are sitting in front, might I add. It's going to get really interesting off the corner, but well, as we get ready, I mean, yeah, GKR Broadcast Network is happy to provide coverage of the Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series. And behind them, somebody almost just went up into the wall, and oh wow, they got really far away from Clarino and Wyatt Blair as they sit side by side. Throwing it through the corner, Wyatt Blair trying to make the bottom work. Not really getting anything going quite yet. But right now, I mean, this really doesn't matter. This is the battle for fourth, but right now, the battle for... I mean, there's no really battle for this at this situation. Chase Mazalewski, by the way, switching to Dodge after his win last week. He's going all in on Dodge, and, well, he's definitely got shots to do something, and it's going to be interesting how he pulls it. It's one of the best runs of his career. But, you know, big, huge situation. So we get towards the end of the season now, Nolan Crane trying to fight for a championship, and Chase Mazalewski trying to continue to push in to try to get himself up there as well, as he's ran extremely well all year. But Elliot Condra sitting in that third position may be the problem. I mean, that's going to be an interesting one. I know that for sure. As we get towards the end of the season, it's going to be a one of those races that just gets exciting towards the end as Chase is realistically closing the gap. I mean, we're going to go on board with him. But as I realized when I was in the car, it seems like dirty air is sort of an issue. As Chase tries to get off the corner, he's gaining a little bit. He's gaining a little bit, and then now he's kind of slowly getting away from it, and then now really getting in about 0.2 seconds behind Crane now. Well, it looks like the high line's really working for him. He's able to slingshot off of that top line, but right now, not a good run off that corner as he loses about 0.005 seconds. And now losing more. Unfortunately, now he's just going to have to roll it for now. It's not time quite yet. But Chase now trying to catch back up to Nolan. He's closing the gap a little bit on his teammate. But right now, coming into a slight issue, he's not able to pass here, and, well, there's a chance that he tries to get the move soon. But right now, actually closer than he was a couple laps ago, about 0.20 seconds behind. 22 laps done here. Well, in other news, the Artemis 2 mission came back to Earth, and the capsule, the Orion capsule, has splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. So the Artemis 2 is back on Earth. And right now, we come back to the rocket ships that are on the track, and Nolan gets the apron a little bit, uses the apron. That's an interesting situation. He tried using the apron there, and I mean, realistically, didn't really work it out quite yet. But Chase still in contention here 26 laps through. He is pushing on that rear bumper. Basically, almost. He's about a half a car length, I'd say. No, maybe a car length away from the 33. And we're going to take a look at our chat, see if we got anybody in here. No, we don't. Oh, unfortunate. All right. Well, right now, look at this. Chase, look at him. Almost onto the rear bumper. No one had to go up and spoil it. Chase is going to give him the bumper. But Chase backed off so much. He went in and gave him the bumper. Oh, I have to look at the roll bar. Yeah, there we go. He gave him the bumper. That one got really close. He got really loose off the corner. Nolan, I don't think Chase was expecting him to slow down as much. Because remember, they're in a chat together. They're talking. They are talking to each other. Teammates right here. And they are battling for a lead of this race. And Chase is not going to give him any room. Nolan Crane now down the back into turns 3 and 4 at IRP. IRP known for racing the trucks in the truck series. They have a race out here. So right now we have our super lates coming out, and well, Nolan Crane really trying to block off the run that Mazalewski has. He got close, really close after what looked to be a little bit of issues between the two. And now, Chase kind of backed off. He's about almost 0.4 seconds off of Nolan, which is about 2 car lengths. So it looked like they backed off each other after the scare, what happened in 3 and 4, where Chase gave him the bumper, almost turned his own teammate and took the lead, but now he's just going to sit a certain point, and Nolan has really jumped out as Chase is just running the track all the way to the top. Right now, nobody pitting the slowest person on the track is Sebastian Perez, who may have a little bit of damage from going at it with Gabriel Goli, who Gabriel Goli's moved up a ton of spots. He's now 6th. Ryan Wayne in 5th. Jacob Clarino in 4th. Condra still in 3rd. Skladell back here. I thought that Aaron May got loose coming off the corner. I thought he went around, but I lied. He didn't. And Wyatt Blair and Axel Benoit just fighting with each other, teammates. But right now, we take a look out to the front as Chase has really closed the gap again. Chase closing the gap again, and into turns 3 and 4. Chase is now about half a car length behind, so trying to keep it up. And we're actually gonna go on board with Chase. Oh, that's a Nolan in mind. Oops, on board with Chase. 0.15 seconds behind. He's gonna throw it into turns 3 and 4. He slows down early. Let's see if he gets on the throttle. They looked like they got on the throttle at the same time. Nolan's going to get a little bit of a better exit as Nolan slides it up. Chase back behind. Now, 2 teammates. And remember, Grant Thormeyer, they have won the last 3 races, and all with different drivers. We had Jacob Carino winning the first one at North Wilkesboro. At Martinsville, it was Colby Luca in his first start. And then last week, it was Chase Mazalewski at South Boston getting his first win on the season and his first career win in the series. So as we get ready to end this season, Chase is on his high horse trying to finish this one strong, trying to win this championship. He's been one of the best drivers so far this season. And right now, trying to get to his teammate. 38 laps through of the Sunoco 125 as we have two cars battling for the front. We're going to take a quick break. We come back to the main broadcast. You just watched an ad for the GKR AI Series, Walmart AI Cup Series, and well, they hit the the former Speedway, now Super Speedway of Atlanta for their next races. They hit there for the second time on the season, and well, what a race it's going to be. They got a huge one. Look at this. Chase Matzalewski closed the gap a lot. Nolan looks like he got through the turn really badly. Chase is going to go to the inside. Nothing doing, though. He's going to slide the racetrack. But at Atlanta is the AI Cup Series. As we start to dwindle down on that season, we have about 5 races left. You know, Public Series and Truck Series as well coming through. The Best Buy Truck Series and the Public Series. And we'll be showing ads for those later when we get to, you know, times. But right now, Chase Matzalewski is battling as we hit lap traffic. Nolan Crane onto lap traffic, and oh, slow car in the way. Sebastian Perez is going to block the line. This may allow Chase to get up to him. And does Nolan move him? Yes, he will. He's going to give him a bumper. He moves him right out of the way. Well, Sebastian Perez not getting out of the way for Nolan Crane. Now he's going to try to squeeze him. And man, he's not giving up at all. That is devious work by the 28 as a lap car. Sebastian Perez he's got to lay off a little bit. Let the leaders come by. He is letting them have he is not letting them get the spot easily. And now Chase is going to clear him. So now he'll go up to Nolan. But that was devious work by Sebastian Perez. And I think in a little bit we'll be coming up to Wyatt Blair as well. Oh, Sebastian's in the wall. And he goes down the racetrack. Well, obviously, some issues for that number 28 car again this week. He almost flipped twice last week at South Boston. And his race ended because of a near flip. And, well, now having issues in that zipline Walmart number 28. As he's just getting really close to the wall. Well, Chase Matzalewski and Nolan Crane. Nolan's going to go hit the bottom. Chase is going to stay with the top. Now coming around the corner. Chase almost getting to the wall. But right now, Chase trying to get up to the rear bumper of Nolan. Obviously, trying to continue this 50 laps through. I think we do have a halfway caution. That was like the number one thing. So there is a comp caution at halfway. So we're going to get that field re-racked and ready to throw the cue at it, basically. Re-rack them, throw the cue ball at them, and see where they all end up. All right, now, the billiard balls. The number 33 billiard ball and the number 17 billiard ball maintain out front as they push through. And yes, I just made that joke. Don't Don't even. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I played billiards. So we make those jokes here. Those are great billiards jokes, pool jokes. I mean, we could have called them, you know, the pool balls. But right now, Chase Mazalewski's still in a... He's going to throw it in there. I don't know if he's going to get to him, but he's still going to try to throw it in there. He gets on the throttle really good, and there's nothing doing quite yet. But, I mean, it is pretty early to start making a move at this point through, and I think Chase is just going to wait for the perfect time. Try to take it. We're going to talk to him when competition caution comes out or whenever the next stoppage is to see, well, obviously, what's going on in that situation. As right now, you can see Wyatt Blair starting to get into the front bumper or the front windshield of the 33 of Nolan Crane and Chase Mazalewski, who are battling it out still. Well, I gotta say, Nolan was right in his interview when we started the race. He said that definitely that they were gonna have the pace, and well, it definitely looks like they do. I mean, obviously, they put 6.4 seconds on Elliot Condra, who sits in third, and this is probably the most spread out. Chase in the wall. Wow. Chase hit the wall relatively hard. He rode the wall entirely, and now he's gonna get pushed back about to 0.6 seconds, and well, that's gonna be a tough one to come back from. Is now Nolan trying to get to lap traffic, and this is going to get where it's going to get interesting, and well, most importantly, where? GKR is actively trying to get my I rating up, aka me. I'm trying to get my road rating up and safety rating, because there's this endurance league I want to join, and you know, me with road racing is two things that somewhat don't go together sometimes. Is Chase gonna have a chance to start to make his time up here as Wyatt Blair tried to block the bottom for Nolan Crane. He's gonna play a little bit of a blocker here. This is gonna allow Chase to make it up a few spots. Nolan's going to give him the bumper eventually, I would think. Chase makes it back up. But now, with the lap car not getting out of the way, Nolan's going to have to take it into himself to try to get around him. And, well, really fighting. He's going to throw it in. That's not a good throw in this much. Chase is going to get to the side of him. Oh, Chase is going to take the lead now, as Nolan threw it in too hard, and he got way to the bottom. Nolan's going to have a chance to get through. Chase is now 3 wide. He's going to try to get past the 88. Well, right now, Wyatt Blair goes in the wall. Nolan in. Oh, wow. He sent it in almost. Oh, he's going to get Chase loose. Sideways. Nolan got into the back of Chase. And realistically, if I'm my team owner, I'm calling my driver, telling him to just get him out of my way. Get him out of the way. Just move him however you can. Just throw him in. Realistically, he's impeding on thing, and you'd be waving the blue flag here, trying to get them through. And Chase, just get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get him out of your way. Come on. Oh, man. Get him out of your way. Well, Chase is on the bottom. And Wyatt is not giving up on that spot. And he's going to hit Chase. Chase is not going to like that too much. Get rid of him, Chase. Get rid of him. Get him out of your front view. Wyatt Blair is not letting up this spot easily. He's going to make it harder to come by. And as they remain side by side, well, Wyatt Blair obviously has the optimal line. He's going to hit the wall a little bit. Well, Nolan having a little bit of a struggle trying to get back up after he got there. Move him out of the way. What are we doing? Well, Wyatt Blair, and the caution is out for the halfway, but I mean, ooh, that was something, man. All right, so we're going to bring in Chase into this VC. We're going to try to interview him. Hey, Chase, this is George. You got a copy?
10-4.
So, well, we see you making the pass finally on Nolan Crane after he got stuck up behind Wyatt Blair, and so did you a little bit. Wyatt Blair was fighting really hard for that position. I'm surprised you didn't just move him.
He was holding us up a little bit. I was just playing teammate, riding behind him, trying to learn from him. Yeah, I just kind of coasted and just followed mostly. And whenever I hit that wall, I felt a little my right front was giving out a little bit. I almost missed pit road.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah, I've just been doing pretty good.
I mean, you guys... Well, Nolan did say at the start of the race, when I interviewed him for the pole spot, he said that you guys were definitely going to be together the entire race, because you guys had the best pace out of everybody, so this was a big thing. And, I mean, the race went green all the way till we get to the halfway caution, so that's pretty good. I mean, I was more surprised that you didn't move Wyatt Blair out of the way there. Because realistically, I'm thinking that you give him the bumper there and just move him.
I was being nice. I didn't want to wreck anyone.
Let's see if Wyatt pulls it down pit road now, because I really think that he did get the lap back. Is he going to pull it down pits? Yes, he will.
Good.
I was going to say.
Jacob is behind me, my teammate.
Clarino with a huge... That was an interesting pit. Nolan got...
Probably took two. I don't know.
Nolan got stuck up in the pits a little bit, but I really think that that's not going to matter as much, because he's got now his entire team up front.
Probably front end damage from
something, yeah.
Sebastian Perez.
Sebastian was also doing that blocking too, and he had to move him a couple times, and that was the situation where realistically you're looking at it and you're like, I don't know if you should be there if you're that slow. But yeah, there he is now coming out of the pits. But realistically, I guess, you know, obviously you're still in the running for championship, but you know, Kelly Contra's still running well this entire race, so it's gonna have to be a big move on the needle to push you up there and push Nolan up there as well.
Rest of these laps, and hopefully get this win. Maybe I'll be up there.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to let you go as we get ready to go back green. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, well, that's Chase Monzalewski. So, realistically, we're looking at this at this point. I don't know if I can pull up the lap sled. I would love to. Let's see if we can. I mean, I don't know if I can, and I got to find that, because this is going to be extreme. So, but we do have the track map, though. Track map is really good for later this you know, this run. But right now, I would love to see the yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to see that, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate that we're unable to see it. But green flag back in the air. Chase is going to get a really good jump. And right now, Clarino and Elliot Condra side by side. Look at Ryan Wayne up here. He's now, as we get him re-racked up there. Whoa! There goes Squidell off the front bumper of Aaron May. Not a lot of damage. And he's going to get it back rolling. No caution yet. I don't think there will be. Gabriel Goli goes into the wall a little bit. Well, right now, Chase still out front. Obviously, the new tires with the rubbered-in track is going to be a definite, something to definitely adjust to. Well, let's look at Nolan Crane here. The Nolan Crane behind. Nolan Crane now in fourth. He's going to have, obviously, a lot of ground to make up to get to where he was. But now Chase and Jacob Clarino fighting it out there. Jacob Clarino does have a win on the season. It was in the 33 for Nolan Crane a couple weeks ago. He was the first of the Grant Thormeyer wins this season. As now we continue to push forward through this one. And we're only 71 laps through. But realistically, the time is dwindling. These laps run really quick, and time is starting to dwindle. And, well, Clarino really trying to keep it with. And now, realistically, everybody close together. Now the track rubbered in. Obviously a different feel for a lot of these drivers because you're not running the same older tires now. It's in a lot of newer ones. So, oh, and there goes Ryan Wayne into the inside wall. I don't think that was that bad. I thought that was going to be worse because if you look on the back straightaway, we're going to take a look at it here on the back straightaway. Coming off of this, if you take a look into the grass, there is a huge opening that has, and Clarino drops back a little bit too, but there is a huge opening. It's like a circular opening that if you throw your car in there, you are gone. Your car is done for the week. But right now, Sebastian Perez in the pits off the racetrack. Skladell on the racetrack. Ryan Wayne as well on the racetrack. Mazelewski leading, but Elliott Condra trying to close the championship book early. Trying to close the book early to this season. Trying to just win the championship before it, so it's mathematically impossible to get through. But obviously, Nolan Crane not wanting that to happen. He sits behind in points by maybe about 20-something. So we're realistic looking at something that's going to be a huge... kind of worked on the bottom. Yes, I did break my Moza multifunction stocks yesterday. Unfortunately, the one that does the what is it? The cruise control somehow slipped into my pocket while I was sitting down, and when I sat down, it broke it down and snapped it. So yeah, it only pushes up now. So we have to figure out how that's gonna work. Obviously, you know, unfortunate that it has to happen, but, you know, unfortunate. But right now, we're going to go to a quick little break. I'll come back if anything weird happens, but right now, we're going to go to our quick little break, and we will be right back. Right, we come back as Chase Mazelewski still not really that far away from Elliott Condra, as Nolan Crane now falling off a little bit. Obviously trying to find his groove to get back up to the front. And sandwiched in the middle is Elliott Condra. So right now we got a big point in this season, and that is, well, Grant Thormeyer Racing and their acquisitions mid-season who are going to try to help them get to the championship. Right now, Chase Mazelewski still trying to hold off Elliott Condra as Nolan Crane tries to get back up to Elliott to try to steal away second place. Because obviously, if he finishes behind him, that's a negative points gain. He did pole. Realistically, Nolan, I think, just hit the wall. Realistically, you want to make a pass. I mean, I don't know if you want to make it soon, but if it starts to get spread out, that's not good. But once again, this is the Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series. After this race, we will have 3 races left in the season, including our finale at Five Flags Speedway. No, not Six Flags, like the theme park chain. Five Flags. I love making that joke. This is my favorite joke to make because I'm a huge roller coaster fan and Six Flags fan. As we'll eventually get to see on the YouTube channel, I mean, the meta glasses are able to record. We're able to record at Six Flags Great Adventure without permission. Well, with meta glasses, if I get the straps. So, definitely going to be a crazy cool thing that we get to do. We got to get some meta glass recordings, and man, is it going to be really cool when we get that going. Make sure, I just want to mention this quick little shameless plug for us. Make sure to go watch the auto show vlog that me and Chase did. Chase out front right now. Me and Chase were at the auto show last Saturday after he won his race at South Boston, and well, Everybody hits the wall. Oh my goodness. But we got some great videos of the auto show and some new stuff coming. Unfortunately, Honda was not there with the new Prelude, and Toyota was not there with the GR-GT. Toyota was there, they just never got the GR-GT in, and I would have loved to see the GR-GT. That would have been a really cool thing to actually look at. But we did get to see a lot of things like the Hyundai Boulder, which is a new rugged SUV for, I guess, only really off-roading that Hyundai revealed, and that was a pretty cool design on it. Obviously got this big, you know, it's not a unibody actually, it's a body-on-frame vehicle, which, I mean, Hyundai not really known for making those, but got a really interesting knack for that as we hit lap 90. But the auto show, really fun, still going on up till this weekend. Dodge revealed, Dodge had a lot of stuff to reveal. Dodge revealed the new gasoline-powered Dodge Challenger, the Dodge Charger, which will be sold. It'll be called the 6-pack. It will be sold, and realistically, I think that confirms Dodge's, return back to NASCAR, because you kind of look at it as, Dodge is releasing all the gas cars. They brought back in Truck Series. They brought back with the Ram. Next year, I think they make that announcement that they're coming back to the Cup and O'Reilly Series. So that's going to be a really cool thing, and especially with some of the teams that are in the AI Series trying to move to a different, slot. It's going to be interesting. And look at Nolan Crane. He got a huge run into that corner. 250 America 250 edition of the Dodge Durango with phenomenal, it was a great car. Obviously a regular Dodge Durango, but you have these blue leather seats, you have red seat belts, you have, the white color scheme, and I think it's probably got to be offered in other colors, but you also have this really cool red, white, and blue stitching on the steering wheel, and it's a phenomenal edition of a car, and I feel like that limited edition stuff makes a car, worth more. And it's really cool. The Jeep Cherokee is back. Jeep once again releases it after a long period of time. Well, not really a long period of time. It's been a couple of years, but we get the Jeep Cherokee back. Once again, I drove a Jeep Cherokee, 2017 model year. Unfortunately, it broke down on me last year, which led me to get my current car, which is a Honda. But yeah, really cool stuff. Toyota did not have the new Highlander, but Subaru had the Highlander counterpart, which is their all-electric. I don't even know what it's called, but the Toyota did have the new CHR, which is a really fun one. We actually took a ride in it, and I had a video of it. The BZ Woodlander, which this is a really big partnership between Toyota and Subaru, where they're releasing a bunch of electric cars that are basically just the same but different badges. So, it's going to be a pretty cool thing. I got to think of some other stuff that I saw. Kia with the Kia K4 hatchback, which is actually pretty cool. I never got to sit in it, unfortunately, but really cool conceptual model. As now wagons. So they call them hatchbacks, but they're realistically wagons. And the Genesis G90 wingback, which is a really cool model of a car. And, well, looking at it now, Nolan just smacked the wall. That's, man, he's trying so hard to get back up, and it's just not working for him. Elliot Condra now really fighting Chase for this win, and we're coming to almost 25 to go, so Chase got to hold this one. So realistically looking, what else did we see? Oh, there were Corvette concepts for the C10, which, C10 were on C8, but really cool concepts. The one thing that interested me is that the door, there was like a hatch, the get in the car, there's a hatch where the entire, hood and roof piece come up, and you get in from that way. Obviously, that's going to be changed because, if you flip over, you're not getting out of your car. But a really cool auto show. We got the SC version of the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. That was a really cool release. We got a bunch of other cool stuff, too. The new Nissan Z, the new Nissan Sentra, which actually looks really cool. They actually did a great job designing it. So just like a bunch of the regular stuff. We go to the test track, and we took a ride in a couple cars. Videos of that are also in that video, as we have 25 to go from the Sunoco 125, and Elliot Contra's threatening Modzelewski here. Yeah, definitely trying to get away from him as Nolan is just trying his hardest to get up, and obviously not really working in his favor. But, you know, Jeep did release a new car called the Recon. It's basically a Jeep Renegade, but fully electric, removable doors and everything, really cool. I mean, great stuff. The TRX is back. We sat in it there. As Contra's really getting close to the rear bumper, but you know, it was a really cool auto show. As we got really cool, you know, rides in a couple cars. The 392 Jeep Wranglers are back, which I'm so happy about. I'm a big 392 Jeep Wrangler fan. You know, I really, you know, dislike the fact that they took them away, and now some of the best sounding cars in the industry. Is Elliot Contra is going to take a more diamond look to that. Nolan Crane's now getting closer to Contra, and we are potentially coming up on lap traffic here very soon. So, really looking at it. I think that's Axel, but Nolan just continues to get loose out of the corners, and it's not helping him that he's getting closer and closer and closer to try to make a move on the 09, try to just net a more positive output of points here as Chase continues to try to push through. Right now, Condra throwing it in there and not getting to the rear bumper. So it's going to allow Nolan Crane to try to get closer. He's going to try to throw it in. Nolan Crane not close quite yet. Condra and Modzelewski, though, they're separated by under 0.30 seconds. As Condra tries to find a way to win this race. Coming to 19 to go in the Sunoco 125. And we're going to go to our final commercial break. Well, back to the main broadcast, and stuff has gotten interesting. They are 3 wide right now, and Chase Modzelewski's been able to pull away because Crane and Condra got stuck in the lap cars. And my goodness, this is a sigh of relief for Chase Modzelewski for now, because this is a huge pack of cars. 3 slow cars, 2 fast cars. Obviously, Nolan's going to go move the 88 if he doesn't get out of his way here. And this is going to get really interesting. Nolan sends it in. He's going to throw it into the 88. 3 wide. Oh, my goodness. Nolan gets past, but now here comes Sebastian Perez. He's going to go down in front of him. He moves him up the racetrack. What is going on? Sebastian's stealing the line. He's 12 laps down. My goodness, with 14 to go, now coming to 13 to go. This race has just gotten interesting. Nolan trying to get past him. Obviously, Sebastian Perez does not want to let it go. And I mean, oh man, is this going to impact this one really badly? Oh, man, I wouldn't be surprised if he moves him. 12 to go here from the Sunoco 125, and man, we went to commercial, and then it got interesting. Luckily, the truck intro, I think, is the shortest out of all of them, but what is going on? Well, Nolan trying to get past the 28 of Sebastian Perez. Has 11 to go. With 11 to go. Here he goes to the inside. Sebastian's going to run him all the way down to the inside. He's going to block. And I'm surprised they aren't saying anything right now. And, oh, man, is this one going to be interesting. Well, now side by side, 2 lap cars. Sebastian Perez really trying to put a roadblock. Nolan throws his car into the wall. That may mean some pretty big wheel damage for his race car here. And you just got to keep it here. I mean, I don't know now with 10 to go. You need a caution to come out. And we're going to come to 9 to go right now. Oh, Nolan and Elliott Condra get separated from the pack by lap cars in probably what is the most improbable and interesting situation I've ever seen. 3 lap cars perfectly together in a pack, and the leaders come up on them, and they have to fight their way through, and obviously Nolan not getting through there, as he's going to go past Axel here. But Elliott Condra got the worst of it, as the 83 just put himself in the fence, but right now, with 8 to go, Nolan Crane now has a lot of work to do, both of them do, to get back to Chase. Chase right now out of 4, 7 to go in the Sunoco 125, and we're going to take a look back at Nolan Crane, who's... Oh, man. That one was something. That was a something moment. That was unfortunate for these 2 guys who sit 2nd and 3rd now. Elliott Condra dropped back so much now. He's about 3.8 seconds behind Nolan Crane, 2.7. 6 to go from Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. For the Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series, race number 7. And man, has it gotten... has this race turned upside down? This is just interesting. I mean, we are getting there. We are really getting there. And, well, 5 to go. And Nolan is actually closing the gap. I think that Chase is just kind of lazy, weighed back, just kind of sitting there. You know, he's laying back, he's sitting there. But obviously Nolan is closing it really quick. And that is something he's got to be worried about. 4 to go. 4 to go here from the Sunoco 125. And, well, Nolan Crane closing it really well so far. Will he have enough to close the entire gap? That's the real question. Obviously, Chase is going to try to keep that thing steady. 3 to go. Well, Nolan Crane, about a couple seconds behind now. Just got under the 2-second mark for a little bit. And now trying to close the gap on Mazalewski, who's looking for his 2nd win in as many weeks. And we come to 2 to go. Here from the Sunoco 125 on the GKR Broadcast Network of the Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series. Chase Mazalewski through turns 3 and 4. He's going to see the white flag this time. White flag is out. Here from the Sunoco 125. 1 more lap to go. Through turns 1 and 2. Chase Mazalewski takes the middle. Sebastian Perez just on the, just kind of sitting behind. In front of him, Chase now down the back straight with the final time. Into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4. Chase Mazalewski is going to go back-to-back. He's going to get a 2nd win of the season. Back-to-back weeks. Chase Mazalewski wins the Sunoco 125 at IRP. And he's going to get a huge points dealing for this when he gets it done. And he's going to drift it through turns 3 and 4. Chase Mazalewski, your winner. And he's going to burn it down. Oh, Chase Mazalewski flips over. Well, I mean, are we Are we beating, is anybody beating that celebration? The get flipped over, get back on your wheels, and just burn it down? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I have no clue we're going to get anything as good as that. Burn it down, Chase. Burn it down. You didn't burn it down enough. Oh, man. What a finish for this one. That is something. So we're going to see if we get Elliot Condra in here for... Chase going to... Okay, well, Chase got rid of it. All right. Well, Chase pulled the car off the racetrack, but we're going to get Elliot Condra in here for an interview. Oh, I'm going to the wrong places. All right, here we go. Elliot, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. So you come home third today. I mean, pretty good on your points because you're probably going to still maintain the points lead here as you kept these guys, the two guys in front of you, at bay for the most time by just trying to keep as many spots behind them as you could have. So just take me through your race, how the car felt and everything, because you looked really good on the last run after the halfway.
Yeah, the first run, I think I drove about every line possible on the racetrack and couldn't find speed. And then the second run, I kind of sat back and watched what Chase and Nolan were doing over the first run and applied that. And I was running pretty well. I felt like near the middle of the last run, I was faster on exit than Chase, but I didn't really want to push the issue because a second place is still a second place at the end of the day. And then we got to the lap cars, and after Chase got past, they didn't listen to the rules that Wyatt Youngblood had out there, and they just held up Nolan, Crane, and I. So I wish that Nolan and I had a chance to go race Chase for the win there at the end, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, y'all definitely seem to have a chance at the end there before the lap cars got in the way. And I mean, that's been an issue all night, it seemed. Like, even in the first run, when Nolan and Chase were getting into it, Wyatt Blair was playing blocker, and so was Sebastian, to the point where Nolan had to just punt him out of the way so he would get out. And that's probably going to be a big thing going into penalties, I think, for sure.
I would hope so. I mean, it's in the rule book that you can like block, like you can keep your lap, or like I guess defend for your spot until you get passed by the leader, and then it's suggested, or I guess it mandated, that you give all lead lap cars this position. But they didn't listen to that, and hopefully they do get repercussions.
Yeah. All right, well, congrats on the third place finish. It's going to be a really good points jump for you, and you're going to continue to hold it. And we go 3 races left in the season. So how are you feeling trying to close out this championship?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I feel like as long as I don't wreck, I feel like I've got a pretty good shot at it. But that's better said than done with the chaos of late models. So I'm excited for the next few weeks. There's some fun tracks coming up, and hopefully we could do good and go get a couple wins there.
All right, sounds good. Congrats on third place.
Yep, appreciate it, man.
All right, we're going to get Nolan Crane in here now. Let me just change something. I like some of the R racing audio. And you will be towed in the next 2 minutes. All right, Nolan, this is George in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
So you come home second after, a pretty good first run where you were leading up until the lap cars got in the way. And once again, you were trying to get back up there, and the lap cars got in the way again. So just take me through it. Take me through this race, and,
Yeah, I mean, we had dominated the entire first half of the race, and then, like usual, the Podium Project Motorsports cars, Wyatt Blair, Wyatt Miller, and Axel, those 3, I mean, Blair just... Well, first, Sebastian completely chopped my nose going into 1 and 2, almost got himself dumped. And then when I got to Wyatt, he would not move, forced me to run the bottom, and then pretty much just gave me no room on the exit of the corners. I had to lift out of the throttle, which let Chase get around me, and then I don't know what happened, but I got a terrible pit stop, fell back to 4th. I got by Jacob after he put it in the fence, and then I kind of backed off to save tires a little bit, and once I got back into it with like 30 laps to go, from 30 to go to the end of the race, even when I was stuck behind lap cars that were literally blocking me in, I was running 2.5, 3/10 faster than Chase that entire last run. So if I would have had clean air and I could have got by him with 15, could have got by those lap cars, I probably could have ran him down with if there were 15 to 20 to go and won this race. But even Elliott, I mean, he got blocked in too. They let Chase by, and then me and Elliott just got like completely. We just got blocked. We had nowhere to go for like 8 laps, not 8 laps, but like 5 laps straight. I had Axel and Wyatt just door to door in front of me, completely blocking me off, and I couldn't go anywhere. So yeah, I mean, it sucks. We had a really fast car. I mean, obviously, congrats to Chase. I'm really happy he can go back to back. Obviously, another GTR win, showing that this team is easily the best team in the league. I mean, that's 4 in a row. We've had Chase win 2, Kluka won 1, and then me/Jacob Abner won Wilkesboro because he was driving my car, but it was him. But yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to come out of here with a win, but we finished second. Sadly, I checked. We only closed the gap up to Elliott by 2 points. I was hoping we could do more, but yeah, it's going to be a tough task. I mean, I think we go to, I don't know where we go next week. I think it is Hickory.
Yeah.
And that'll be fun. I mean, going to tracks like that, Hickory is a tough track, so it's going to really show. I think it'll be a good race. This was an amazing race, but just the whole lap car thing was really frustrating.
Yeah. All right, well, congrats on your second place finish. It's still going to be really good points to try to get up to Elliott in the championship before this one ends. So, bit by bit, chipping away.
Yeah.
All right, congrats.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to get race winner C-Mod, Mr. Chase Monteluski, in here. All right, we're going to get Chase in here. Well, do I even have to say it? You won. Hi, Chase. Do I even have to say it? You got the win here, second race in a row. How are we feeling?
I feel great. First person to win with manufacturers. First person to in their celebration flip upside down and land on their tires.
That's an unbeatable celebration. Also, probably first person to go back to back this season. Or am I missing?
First person to go back to back. Yeah, I'm feeling great. I feel like I could win this championship. I moved up a bunch of positions in the championship. Let's see what happens from there.
Definitely going to be controversy with the lap cars incident, but I mean, realistically, you were running pretty well.
With me, they were agreeing with me and everything. I don't know.
It's gonna be an interesting situation.
Nolan, they held Elliott. I took off from them and I was just cruising.
Yeah, that's gonna be something that gets definitely looked at.
Yeah,
but
I think there's gonna be some penalties handed out because of that. I don't know.
But the good thing is,
told them to move out the way, and they didn't.
And still, I'm surprised that nobody gave anybody the bumper. Nobody threw anybody up the racetrack and wrecked them. I'm so surprised because that's exactly what I would have done. I would have. It was a phenomenal race. Actually, we didn't have any cautions that happened because of wrecks. Everybody relatively got through this one clean, other than the halfway caution.
I did turns 3 and 4 for my celebration.
I am watching it right now.
Did a bunch of donuts.
I am watching it right now. We got the celebration up. But I mean, I don't really have anything else to tell you except for congrats. That was a good race. I mean, you kept up pace with Nolan a lot, and you guys were like the 2 to beat. And then Ellie Condra figured out your guys' line, so he was up there too. And you guys held it off for a little while until, I mean, it was a great battle up until you have the lap cars getting in the way,
Yeah.
which kind of just like put everything in a swirl towards the end of this one. But you come home with the win. First person to win in two different manufacturers. First person to win 2 straight races in the league. And then, what did you say was the other one? First person to flip over during the celebration.
First person to flip over in a celebration.
Yeah, that was
this year.
That was interesting.
I want to give a shout out to UNOH, GTR, GKR, and WMI, which is extinct now. But I want to shout out Wyatt Miller. I know he's racing at the Freedom 500. He wrecked out, sadly, but I was watching the race while I was driving. Yeah, I had a good time. Let's see what happens. What is next race?
Hickory. I'm literally watching your flip right now. I'm watching your flip right now.
I'm pretty good there, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm excited for the finale.
5 flags. I mean, hopefully it's like 6 flags, but
What about 7 flags?
What about 8 flags?
6, 7.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Well, Chase, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
This guy. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. We're gonna go over your race results really quick before we get anything. Well, we got Chase coming home, your winner. Nolan Crane 2nd, Elliot Condra 3rd, Jacob Clarino 4th, Gabe Berengoli 5th, Aaron May 6th, Ryan Wayne 7th, Derek Scodell 8th, Axel Benoit 9th, Wyatt Blair 10th, Sebastian Perez 11th, and then the 2 guys who didn't race 13th and 12th. So we thank you for watching this race from the Top Speed Graphics Super Late Model Series on the GKR Broadcast Network GTV Sports. And we'll see you next